Another move that finally happened for the Chicago Bears as they released right guard Nate Davis, who signed a 3-year, $30 million deal last year that had $17.5 million guaranteed. The Bears chew a lot of money, but they get rid of someone on the roster that just simply didn't want to be here. After the Bears fired Shane Waldron, they get rid of another toxic piece of this roster, and it seems like the Bears continue to address and hold accountability to people who aren't helping this franchise. I'm going to go into why and how Nate Davis was fired, along with some replacements in free agency that Ryan Poles might go after. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this episode of Just Another Year Chicago Bears. My name is Nick Brody, and as always, thank you for tuning in. And before I begin today's show, hit that like button if you're happy with the Bears releasing Nate Davis and Shane Waldron, along with commenting your thoughts in the comment section below of the move and who you'd want to sign out of the people I'm going to talk about today. And if you haven't already, if you please could hit that subscribe button, because we're giving away an autographed Caleb Williams football to one lucky subscriber. All you need to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment on the video as well. And winner will be announced this upcoming Sunday after the Green Bay Packers game. So let's get into it. Nate Davis, who signed a 3-year, $30 million contract with $17.5 million guaranteed last year with the Chicago Bears, only played in 13 games for Chicago over the last 2 seasons in the opportunity of a total of over 30 games. Nate Davis, he got his money. He was a bum on this team, though, not even breaking a 61 PFF grade, one of the worst pass blocking guards in the NFL during that 30-game span with the Chicago Bears. 11 sacks allowed between Caleb Williams and Justin Fields, over half a dozen quarterback pressures, and the stats get worse and worse. This guy never practiced, was always on injured reserve, just wasn't being a part of this franchise anymore. Clearly, he didn't want to be here anymore. He just seemed like he didn't care, and the Bears made the decision to release Nate Davis, even though they still owe him for his guaranteed money of $17.5 million. Nate Davis is no longer a part of the Chicago Bears, and they have an opportunity to go out and sign a free agent offensive lineman, which I'm going to hit on my first one right now. And the first guy I'm going to talk about is former Seahawks guard Phil Haynes, standing at 6'4", 322 pounds and 28 years old, has been in the league for over 5 years, is currently an offensive guard, but also a tackle, a PFF grade of 54 overall. He would be definitely a depth piece for this team, but it would be better than having less and less linemen. The thing that makes him attractive to come to this team is that he currently knows the Chicago Bears playbook, considering he knew Shane Waldron, and that is a playbook that Thomas Brown will be moving forward with for the rest of the season, according to reports. It will help get the offensive line up to speed quickly, and having a key depth piece, he understands it could be a huge help to Caleb Williams, as well as he knows this playbook longer than the rest of the offensive line currently knows as well. And he can flip to the inside and outside, so he has durability and can play at both different positions. An instant plug and play, no waiting around here, and he can get up to speed. What's really good about him is that the Bears have had pre-snap penalty issues. This guy only had 6 in 2023, along with only 5 sacks allowed. So really, his PFF grade doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but a solid piece that the Bears could go out and get in free agency right now after releasing Davis. The second guy I'm going to hit on is Mark Glowinski, who recently played for the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Giants. He's 32 years old, standing at 6'4", 310 pounds, 9 years pro, strictly an offensive guard, and has a PFF grade of 66 overall. So getting better and a solid veteran to have on your team. He has veteran experience, who is reliable. He can play both left guard and right guard, and he played in 13 or more games since 2019. Much reliable, always on the field. Bears have injury issues. This guy clearly finds a way to stay on the field. And what helps too is that Matt Eberflus knows him from their time in Indy. And Flus got to see him a lot against defenses, got to see the talent that he brings to the table. And looking at his overall stats from 13 games last year with Indianapolis, not bad at all. Only 4 penalties and 6 sacks in 2023. Not ideal, obviously, from a sacks perspective, but only 4 penalties. And that's a big killer for this Bears offense, especially from a momentum standpoint. So another big interior guard that can fill in quickly for Nate Davis and understand this team quickly. Now, before I get more into today's show, I would like to thank today's sponsor, Lucy. Lucy, one of the newest nicotine pouches on the market, also comes in gum and other different nicotine products to help with your needs. Comes in a variety of flavors, 7 to be exact, and over 4 different nicotine levels. This stuff is tobacco-free, fantastic, tastes great, lasts long, and it is awesome to have. And whether you're just trying to relax, focus, or just chill and want a little bit of flavor. I would go to the link in the description now and try Lucy today using code JAYCHI to get 20% off your first order along with free shipping. Again, go to the link in the description now to get Lucy today and expand your nicotine experience. Now, the final guy that I want to hit on, and I think the Bears should have gotten weeks ago, but we're at the position we are now, and hopefully the Bears do so, is bringing in a former Green Bay Packer and All-Pro David Bakhtiari. 32 years old, 6'4", 310 pounds. He's been in the league for 11 years as an offensive tackle. This would allow Matt Pryor to go back to the guard position as he had to play right tackle last week with Darnell Wright out. And if Darnell Wright comes back this week, Matt Pryor gets to be a key depth piece. Braxton Jones can also switch to the guard position where I think he would do better than tackle because guess what? It's just not working out there. But Bakhtiari is one fantastic player, a career grade of 78.3 according to PFF. Obviously very high and would be an improvement for our offensive line, but his veteran presence would be big as well. When healthy, he's arguably one of the best offensive tackles in the NFL. With Darnell Wright and Braxton Jones constantly injured, he could be a good mentor for them, but also a great fill-in. He can also help Caleb Williams understand what to look for. He can call out situations on the offensive line and overall be a benefit for the offense. Probably better than Chris Morgan with the offensive line, to be honest with you guys. But the issue is he wants to be a starter. We're not sure when Braxton Jones or Darnell Wright will be back, so he can start this week against his former team if the Bears sign him immediately. But guess what? I don't know if he'll be very happy with where he would end up staying, but we'll see what ends up happening. I would like to see David Bakhtiari come to the Bears, but with this move of Nate Davis, it does signal that the Bears could have a move coming. Speaking of a move coming, we are having our watch party this upcoming Sunday for Bears versus Packers at Rizzo's Barn. Come celebrate the new offensive coordinator and the release of Nate Davis there. Doors open at 10:30 a.m., and we have a few game day specials for you guys. $8 wing baskets, Freshie buckets, and Authentico margaritas. Tickets are free. Go to the link in the description now to get yours today and make sure that you come and join us at Rizzo's this upcoming Sunday. But guys, the Nate Davis move was a long time coming, and I kind of like it from a Ryan Poles standpoint, even though he is on the hot seat, and I'm going to post a video about that later this afternoon because of the fact that Nate Davis was another big swing and a miss. That is now Trenton Gill. That's now Chase Claypool. That's now Nate Davis. There has been so many guys on this roster that the Bears have swung and missed on that Ryan Poles has had to chew the accountability for. And the offensive line, obviously not a good look for him, especially that he hasn't really addressed it at all. And one of his most expensive pieces, his most expensive piece actually never addressed anything. So something that the Bears need to call out, something that Ryan Poles did, hopefully to kind of put into perspective, like, hey, I understand I made a mistake. Let's fix this thing right now. So with that, thank you, as always, for tuning into this episode of Just Another Year Chicago Bears. Make sure to hit the like button on this video, subscribe to the channel to enter that Caleb Williams giveaway, and also please comment your thoughts. But with that, thank you, as always, for tuning into this episode of Just Another Year Chicago Bears. My name is Nick Brody, and as always, bear down, baby.